right, you guys. Hope you had fun reading through Ephesians 6, 10 through 18 again. The armor of God is such a cool subject. Today, Gavin and I, we got through a little bit better. I mean, we had some armor, what the Bible calls the breastplate of righteousness and the belt of truth. So we're gonna hone in on those two pieces of armor today. Gavin, would you mind reading verse 14 of Ephesians 6?
You got it right here. It says, "Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place."
Yeah, so the belt of truth and the breastplate of righteousness. So when you think of a belt with the armor, it was really, really important. It actually, with the Roman armor, the belt would hold the chest piece, the breastplate, in place. The belt would hold it in place. And also, we'll get to this in a few weeks, what would you put on your belt as a weapon? That was your sword, all right? You'd sheathe your sword, unsheathe your sword, fight the battle, sheathe the sword again. So the sword went on your belt. So the belt was obviously very important. It's at the center of the soldier. And that's kind of how it is for us. We have to have truth at the center of our lives. And we know truth isn't just a concept. Somebody said they were the truth. They are the truth. Gavin, do you know who I'm talking about?
I think so. I think you're talking about Jesus.
That is correct, sir. That's right. Jesus said, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life." And so no one can actually get to know God except through Jesus. Okay, so he's the truth. So truth, there's a couple things here. We, of course, want you to be honest. Always tell the truth. Be as honest as you can. But in this way, when Paul's talking about truth and putting on the armor, he's saying you got to follow Jesus. You got to connect yourself, how you think and how you act, connect it with Jesus. What would Jesus do? What would he say in this circumstance? What would he do? And so when you're connected to the truth, you're following Jesus and going his way, not your way or other people's way. So that's the truth that's got to be at the center of our lives. The other thing is the breastplate of righteousness. This has got a few things to it too, is righteousness is like a status that you get. So I think of it like this, if you're a fifth grader, okay, say you're starting school in fifth grade, you don't know everything that you're supposed to learn in fifth grade, but you're still a fifth grader. You started out and your status, I'm a fifth grader now, but you wouldn't be able to pass all of the tests it takes to become a sixth grader then. You have to pass all those tests, you have to learn all that stuff, you have to grow as a fifth grader, but you're still a fifth grader. Well, it's kind of the same thing. When you start to follow Jesus, he gives you his righteousness. You put it on and it protects you, just like we were protected, like evil things were coming at us, fireballs and stuff. Same thing in your life, like people trying to be mean at you, and your heart is protected because you know Jesus. You're like, you know what? I'm not perfect, but Jesus is, and I have his righteousness. And because of that, this is the other thing, because you have that status, you start to do the right thing more and more. Hopefully, as you follow Jesus, you get better and better at doing the right thing yourself. So belt of truth has got to be at the center, keeping things in place. But then as your status changes as a follower of Jesus, you start to do the right thing more and more. So that's putting on the armor of God.
That's really cool. It sounds like these two items are extremely important to our faith. Like if the belt is around us, you said it holds everything together. If we didn't have that belt of truth, where would our lives be? Because we wouldn't be living in the truth, and we wouldn't have the truth of Jesus at our hands. But putting on that belt of truth, we're able to live the way Jesus wants us to through his lens, because he sees everything in the truth because he is the truth. And then we have the righteousness through the breastplate, which is basically Jesus making us right with God, because it's through him that we are made righteous. And like you said, if we have that on every day, we're going to just start to become more like Jesus and be made righteous every single day. So this armor, I want to wear this every single day. This makes me want to just go out and fight the good fight of faith.
That's exactly right. That's how we fight the good fight of faith. It's a gift, really. The armor is a gift from God. Remember, it's not our armor, it's the armor of God. And we put that on every day. And we have that perspective of Jesus is the truth and he's my righteousness. That means my status is I'm good with God. And I'm gonna do as much as I can to do the right thing and follow Jesus every day. So we're gonna talk more about this, guys, in our groups right now. But remember, armor up, fight the good fight of faith, and we'll talk more about this next week.